Hey everybody, it's Josh from CollectionDX.com. Excuse the dust on my Megazords. If you can see here, it's some Japanese version Megazords from Gingaman. This is Gayo and Taurus. Obviously missing some stickers, I didn't apply them. But I'm not even here to review these today. I'm here to review this from Gayo. So this is like a power-up set that comes with additional armor and parts for these two Megazords. I will have to apologize for a few things up front. One, these things are very dusty. Two, the sword for Gayo is in the attic. So I won't be able to display the sword edition, but you know, you'll get the idea. I'll add pictures. But before I get kicked into that, wow, the discoloration on the metal here is pretty intense. You know, you can just sort of see how, I don't know if it's from oil. I mean, these haven't been handled that much, but there's a tarnish on the metal parts here. And you can also see it on the shoulder metal. It's just very, you just give it a wipe down, it'll be fine, but it's just interesting that, God, this thing is such a beast of a toy. Also, I've got some yellowing going on this one, so I might have to do a treatment on that to get the yellowing to go away. But again, that is not why we're here. We are here for the Ginga Ketsusen set. You add these parts to Gingayo to form a Super Armor Shine Gingayo. So in this, you get parts. Let's see, parts and figures. For Gingayo, you get a chest piece, a head piece, and a sword piece. You get, I think this guy's called Bull Black. You get him, and he's got weapons. And then for Bull Taurus, you get a big knight axe for the Bull Taurus, and then a little knight axe for the figure. And these things can vary wildly in pricing. When I got my original set, it was only like $30 10 years ago. Now you can expect to spend about $100 to get this set from Japan. So you can see some of the parts there. In the back, we have some sealed bags and instructions. We got a nice cloth cape, and then these small accessories. To do the new head part, you just have to take that off, and it just sort of slides right over. That looks fantastic. And then you have the big chest V, and you see these little pegs in the front. Then these things peg into that, and it creates kind of like one actual unified piece of armor. How cool does that make Gingayo look? It really adds something to the look of this whole figure. I think it's really great. For the show people, I just like the toys. I have never watched was it Lost Galaxy or Gingaman? I never have. I don't like it. I don't like Super Sentai as a rule. Was never a fan. It wasn't for me. But I've always loved the robots. And so I just enjoy the robots. So if I don't know the backstory or the name of why this is called what it is, I'm sure there are more in-depth channels for that than this. But I think that adds a cool look to Gingayo. And like I said, if I had the sword out, I would have had that on display, but I will splice in a picture here so you can see how that looks. Very cool. Okay, so that's what happens with Gingayo when you have that. Now you have Bull Taurus. And this is my Japanese version, so he's got, you know, metal chains and such. And this new weapon, it's a two-part weapon. It's made of the same sort of, you know, pliable material. You do have to connect the parts. And then this just goes in his hand. That's basically what happens with the giant axe that he has. It's a very cool giant axe. You know, these things are always tough to display with the weapons on, but, you know, I appreciate that this is a giant axe. And I really got this set for the Gingayo power-up. I think he looks great with that. But, you know, you do get that cool axe if you have Bull Taurus to go on. Here is the Bull Black figure compared to the figure that comes inside of Bull Taurus. I don't know if they're the same character. They seem very similar. Again, don't know. I will say that this guy is loaded with die cast. This guy is entirely plastic. He's very much a 90s plastic Power Ranger action figure. So he's got, you know, a little head movement, rotate there, rotate the wrists, no waist swivel, but he's got, you know, okay leg motion, nothing at the ankles. So first thing you got is this cool fabric cape, and it just sort of goes over, I'll turn his head to do this, these little pegs here. Okay, that goes on like that. And then next you have a belt with a holster for the sword, and that goes on this side, and then, you know, you just sort of clip it together, and see the little divot there in his side, just goes into there, because now he's got a cool sword. All right, am I doing this right? There we go. And then he's got his own blaster. That's kind of cool. Some added value there. You get, you know, a whole figure, and you get gun, sword, holster, cape. It's a pretty nice figure, to be honest. I just don't know anything about him. I like that there's a swivel in the biceps, so you can have really nice poses with him. I mean, he's just a really good-looking figure. Really, he looks cool. I actually really like his look a lot. So you have that, but then he also has his own mini version of the axe. Yeah, so he has a designated axe holding hand, and that's what the peg is for. Basically, you get a lot of extra value. I like how they, you know, they give you this option where the toys are expensive, and you get a lot of value in the toy itself, but then you could buy the like an upgrade set, right? It's just great, I think. There's a black version of Gayo, and there's a black version of this upgrade set, I believe, as well. But I think it's just a slightly different gold, but it's not a big difference to the set. So this is what you got. I guess, and I bought it just to power up this bad boy. But as a bonus, you get this really cool bull figure, and you get another axe for Bull Taurus. Just cool all around. Not a lot else to say about that. Be sure to leave your angry comments about how I don't know anything about Power Rangers or Super Sentai in the comments. Or maybe I pronounced something wrong, or that guy isn't the same as this guy. I don't know. Whatever. Have fun. You guys seem to like it when I'm wrong about shit, so have at it. This is Josh from CollectionDX.com. We will talk to you later. I think Power Rangers is better. I think Super Sentai is better. We are never gonna get along. Well, shit.